So I bought an HTC Mate S in 2017 and here's why. This HTC Mate S is actually one of the first smartphones that HTC made like top of the line to compete with others, because the phone one was released like in the end of 2015, the beginning of 2016. The phone was released as a flagship phone. It had everything top of the line for that time. All the back is from aluminum. In fact, all the body is from aluminum. Only in the front you have glass, which now smartphones kind of make the body aluminum and in the back glass, and front of course glass as well. Tested like already HTC, another from Huawei which has the back glass and the body metal. Those smartphones, they are very slippery, and I even dropped the last, it was the Honor 9. It is beautiful of course, but it is so slippery. But having everything from aluminum, it's also pretty beautiful. This was like the era when HTC made their first M7, which was kind of the design of this one. Then Huawei went and made this design as well. So this phone was actually when Huawei started to build their brand, started to be where they are today. Today they almost surpass Apple in sales. And this one was one of the first, like I said many times, one of the first that it was fully aluminum, specs top of the line, LCD also pretty good. The colors on the display are so damn good. I really like watching videos and even pictures on it, because the camera is not like one of the best cameras out there, because it's already 1.5 years old, but it still does a pretty damn good job. In fact, I like so much this phone, I bought two of them, both in the same color equally, because they are so damn good. And I bought them now because when they were released back in 2015, end of 2015, the price was like almost 500 euros. So at that point, people weren't buying this phone so much because it was from Huawei. People weren't trusting Huawei back in the days like they trust today. And the phone, yeah, the price was a bit high. It was in competitions with Samsung, HTC, LG and so on. Since it was released, I really liked this phone. Look at the thickness. It isn't thick. In fact, my LG G3 is thicker than this one, because my LG G3, I loved so much the LG G3. Even today I like the design of, but it's fully from plastic. This one is fully from aluminum. The specs are pretty damn good. It has a 3 GB RAM, 32 GB internal storage. It has a Kirin CPU. It's not the best, but I don't have any problems playing any games. I tested already games and I don't have any problems there. So why did I bought it today? Because like I said, when it was released, the price was high. Like most of the smartphones, when they are released, the prices are high. But if you buy a phone, a flagship phone, next year, then the price will be in half. So I bought this smartphone with 200 euros. It's a pretty darn good deal. I mean, for 200 euros you can't really get better phone than this one. Of course you can get those Chinese phones, no brand names, or not no brand names, but brand names that aren't so trusty. Huawei wasn't also trusted back in the days, but today they made better and better devices, and they are pretty trusted today because they surpassed Samsung, they surpassed HTC, everything. They are almost surpassing Apple in sales. Of course, sales doesn't mean that the devices are good and the best in the world, but if they are selling good, then that means something, right? My LG G3, it's kind of dying already, so I kind of had to buy a new device because I also use Android, and my Lumia 640 XL, it's not the best device out there, and the specs are actually pretty bad compared to this Huawei. Buying another Lumia today, it's a bit risky because we don't know what's the future of Windows, but yeah, this is why I bought my Huawei Mate S. But yeah, what I want to say to you guys is never buy a phone that is released today and buy it like the next day, because the prices will be so high. Just wait half a year, better wait 1 year, and then you'll buy that phone in half the price. Of course, if you can spend the money, then go for it. But if you want to buy a good device for a cheap price, then do this trick. Wait 1 year, buy that flagship device. For example, with the Samsung Galaxy S8, today it costs like 700 euros, more or less. So if you're gonna buy next year the Samsung Galaxy S8, it will be like 400 euros. So the price will be in half. Of course, you don't have the latest flagship, but I mean, it's the flagship from the last year. It's a pretty solid device. It's better buying the last year flagship than buying a medium device with the same price. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and let me know your thoughts in the comments.